Well, it's not every day we get a celebrity down here at Point Marina, but we got one here today. I can't believe it. The Hawk 2 girl looks like showed up down here at the boat ramp as they're about to go out on the boat. And in true fashion, she's not even really helping. The other crew's got the line. They're ready to start trying to pull this boat off the trailer. But she's going to give them some encouragement. She's like, come on, guys, you got it. Go ahead, Hawk 2 on it and pull on that thing and get it out there. Same laugh and everything, but welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today we are down here at Black Point, and man, we've got a king tide of king tides today. It is almost over the docks, which is going to probably make for a little slower day down here. So our crew's starting to back in. Wifey's talking to him like, are you sure you want to do this? And we've gotten a lot of this today. There's been a lot of cars that have pulled in here to the ramp and with a boat on, like they were going to launch, started backing down and kind of decided it wasn't for them. And I really don't blame them. On a day like today, you don't know what you're going to deal with out there on the water. Now, when I say that, it's not going to be like wind and waves and stuff, but like you're going to deal with a lot of floating debris. When the water gets this high, things that are normally dry all of a sudden wind up in the water, and the next thing you know, you've got a ton of floating logs and other things out there. Just another obstacle you got to watch out for when you're out there enjoying your day in the water. Now, I'll tell you who is enjoying this king tide. Our girl walking down here with the dog and the kayak, because she's got the easiest launch of her life here at Black Point versus having to drop this down several foot to get down there. She's really going to be able to walk that in. So our crew's going to finish the launch. Up in the boat, it broke free. Nobody's got a line.
Would you relax?
Oh, hubby's getting a little angry. Would you relax, he says, as the boat started to drift away. Now this is another one of those crews that I thought was going to leave for a moment. They backed the boat in, pulled it back out. Now they've backed it back in again. Just undecided today. And I mean, the good news for most of these guys is you don't have to back it up quite as far today, so you don't have as much work to do. And even if you're not very good with the trailer today, you probably can hit the water. And starting to back it out. This crew's trying to walk it out. And it looks like we got a floater. The trailer appears to be floating with the boat. Yep, as you can see, it starts to tilt here as they're trying to get it off. The floating trailer's always an interesting one to me. I definitely, if it was me, I'd drill some holes in that thing or something, man, to where it can just take some water on and sinks with everything else. So Cap goes for the load. They've got it set up. Oh, he's going to leave the helm. And the motors are on and in gear. Man, this is one of those ones we all get a little torn on. So, this is not a rolling trailer. It was a bunk trailer. I understand on a rolling trailer, especially if you're doing this by yourself, you don't have a ton of choice. On a rolling trailer, you got to get it up there and keep it up there until you can get it hooked up. But on a bunk trailer, you don't need to. The reason I get confused is all it takes is one idiot. I hate to say it that way, but that's it, literally. One idiot to come rolling through this boat ramp at a non-no-wake speed, which we do see happen because there is a marina past here. So we get some big boats that'll roll sometimes and just keep on rolling because they're going back to that marina. And that wake just knocks the stern of this boat a little bit. And the next thing you know, you're off the trailer with the boat in gear. But let me know in the comments, am I overreacting on this one? Is it one of those things? I mean, I know it's common. It's something we see. But it always feels like one of those risky situations to me, like our risk reward. Is the risk really worth the reward of what he's getting from it just sitting here? I mean, if you powered it up far enough, you wouldn't have to leave it on. If the trailer's in the right spot and I power the boat onto the trailer just enough to where it's grabbed to the trailer, it is not going anywhere. Again, unless some idiot comes through and knocks the boat off. But at that point in time, it's not going very far. With the motors on, you have no clue what it's going to do. But our guy's still up at the front trying to get this thing winched. The worst part to me is he's got a friend with him All he had to do was power it on and have the friend winch it up. But the friend instead sitting in the bed of the truck holding a line, which, again, with that, you don't need the motors running. And here comes Cat back. No harm, no foul, I guess, as nothing's going wrong. And here comes the big boat that I was talking about. Now, he's not really throwing away because he's moving slow. But here comes our next crew in right behind that catamaran, and they're coming in at a funky angle. You can see from the flag, the wind's kind of got them, the current's kind of got them. Our girl goes for the line toss, gets it, but man, they are in all kinds of a funky angle. So our guy's trying to bring them around, and she's struggling reaching over the bow rail. Again, just the high tide coming into play here, making things difficult. So she's heading to the back. Gonna try and get a stern line, it looks like. They've got one already laid out, ready to go. But they're struggling to get the boat pulled back around. It just does not want to come around at all for them. She's pulling on the line like that's gonna do it, but that's not the case. Goes for the faux toss. They are absolutely struggling. There we go. Took a few seconds, but they finally get the line over, and this crew finally should get the boat pulled over. But here comes our next crew in on the dock approach. My man Cap's got some help. Somebody's in the bow of the line. Let's see how the approach goes. This is always difficult. The approaches are tough when the tide's this high because you're used to approaching the dock, and the dock's typically around the height of the gunnel. And right now you're going down. So right there we see big leap from the assistant. And that's where it gets a little different, is you're usually not used to jumping down that far. You're either stepping up or almost stepping off level. But nope, so Cap's still trying to get it over. And our guy's kind of pulling pretty good here. So he's getting a little battle from Cap. Cap's got it in reverse, trying to get the stern back around. And now we have the boat ramp. Oh, he lost it for a second. The boat ramp tug of war. And as you would imagine, the boat is winning. So Cap finally puts it back into forward gear, and he's going to bring it around that way. Probably the easier play. Just kick the stern over and just slow roll it in. When you've got somebody on the dock, no need to make it more difficult than it is. And even though we've got plenty of water down here right now, Mother Nature's decided she's going to give us a little more to work with as it starts to unload on us as the crews are trying to get out of here. And I guess with this, we're going to go ahead and get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have our good friend Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats versus Haulover. Man and Machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.